Everyone is doing great, and I'm back with one more video. And this video will be in English because we had published back-to-back videos in Hindi, so I don't want to disappoint the English audience. So I wanted to make a video on English with respect to the analysis what we had on 11th of April. That is the Bank Nifty 51,200 put. Right, and again I am with the seller's 100 candle value seller stick, so I'm just trying to stick to the same candle because there is a genuine purpose. I wanted to prove that how the same strategy can make you money rather than switching between strategies. That's the reason I'm not changing any setting. So all my analysis what I did, those were on the same candle, I mean same settings basically, right? So let's say somebody is doing 5 minutes, right, but he's failing in multiple strategies. He's tried EMAs and other things, but here it doesn't fail, right? It kind of work every for every market. Just we need to tweak some numbers and with respect to, I think, the model tick values if the instrument is too large. Otherwise, that's also fine. You don't need to tweak anything, right? So here is the 100 tick candle, right? Seller stick candle, and imagine, why there was a spike, right? It started with a gap up, right? I mean, sorry, it was started with a gap down, so there is a upside move with respect to the option. So we are in the 51,200 PE Bank Nifty, right? Put option. So the option price was spiked up, and eventually, it kind of came down. Okay, so it touched the high there and it came down. There's a gap, right? So what happened? Basically, option, whenever you feel the option spiked up, it will try to touch, it will try to reverse a little, but you just have to wait, right? Because there is a huge gap, so there was a chance that the candle might go to fill in future. Not right now, maybe couple of days it can try to go and fill this. I don't know, somebody had some order here, so maybe there are people, when the exact market opens in the milliseconds, they execute some order. So some guy has put so too large, I think 60 quantities, right, on the buy side. So anyway, that guy must be in loss because it kind of came down here, right? So it never went back. I think in the first 1 hour so, right, it kind of went down and down and down. So anyway, so this put option, anyone is kind of planning, right? What would be the mindset, right? So this is a complete gap, right? When you see 0 0 is kind of gap, so it's a gap up, gap down thing. That's the reason the spike happens, and there is no guy get times to trade. There is nobody get times to trade, and that is the philosophy where people say, you wait for a couple of minutes, or wait for some transaction to happen. But with this Volflow, it is advantage that you'll not see somebody see some green candle, red candle, and they put order. So that is useless thing, right? Unless you see actually what is the activity going on. So if you ask me, you should never trade this gap up, gap downs. Mostly they are kind of betting, right? It's kind of gambling. So anything can happen. So unless you have some data, you should never trade. As a pro trader, you should never do that. You should look the market, then plan with position sizing, right? So anybody who's doing this BTST, STBT, whatever you call, they're all kind of gambling mindset. And there are also issues, if you put a order stop losses, that also not trigger at the right point, and you lose more capital than you have deployed. So okay, so that's the issue. So now let's come back to the analysis, right? So here what you see, right, the activity kind of started at this zone, right? As you can see, something happening here. So some people are trying to push. Now let's say it went here, got some thousand sellers here, then it pulled back and some buyer tried to enter here, right? And that kind of maybe possible they took the market to this high and trapped this guy, and then it kind of closed it here, right? So somewhere here maybe. And then what happens, this people are then again trying to put buy orders. As you can see, the 10,000 volumes but equal sell volume, so people know that there's opportunity in sell. Maybe by with the Vega, they want to grab the Vega kind of thing in the put. So they were not, the real people are sellers. These people are just trying to buy something, take the opportunity, thinking it will go again, touch the top, but it doesn't happen. So because the orders are not above this, see, so it spiked up to this one, up to 1200, but nobody is interested in this option above 963, right? So this is a high by 930. So even if somebody waited for 15 minutes, right, and you want to plan your trade, so nobody is interested above this because there are gaps, right? So so this is where the sellers were, limit orders were, I think, from seller side, and they pushed it down. They pushed down the market, and these people, 6,000 people, and this you see more sellers, right? 7,400, over 1,000 sellers were more, and that is the point where you realize, okay, I should not sit and put the buy side. I should rather make a put sale here, right, at 930. And one more thing, right? It is not like, even if whatever mindset you had, right? I am just giving some tips around the psychology, right? People say something, gap up, will gap down, there'll be something else, right? Tariff war, whatever it happens doesn't matter. So if you look at this chart, you'll be come with a fresh mind. You will not be biased on anything. But when I say you are coming with a call trade or put trade, don't think that I want to call means anyway I will take a call. Whatever may happen, that may happen, because there is some kind of follow FOMO kind of thing. You don't want to miss this opportunity, so you feel whatever happen, let's see, I'll put the trade. So that kind of mindset you should not have, because anyway if you observe silently and you have the understanding what I'm giving in free, this knowledge I'm giving in free, and if you have that understanding, if you just wait a little bit, the money will flow automatically to your account. You don't need to be in a hurry saying, okay, somebody told me there'll be buy, let's put a buy order. No, you have to come and validate with numbers. These are real numbers, okay? With these numbers you can validate. You don't need to bias by somebody's tip or some news channels, whatever it is. You just have to validate what's going on. And see, literally nobody is interested here, so why you should again buy? Let's say some guy got 630 orders here, so why would be you part of these people, right? I'm not pointing that X guy is putting this. I don't know who is putting this, but I see buyers, right? 750, 630, 450, 480. So who are these people? They're people gambling mindset, right? What happens? Down, right? So this is where you saw good people got trapped, right? Blue, right? This one basically. When these people got trapped, you saw a good sell. This is your entry below the yellow. So call. I'm saying put selling. You are doing at maybe 9:30, around 9:30. You're doing a put sell here, right? Once you see this, and because or you can wait also, because 100 ticks will happen very easily, right? 914, 914 to 957, within the 51 100 ticks were over, and the sell volume, you can see 7,000 people are in the sell. So you waited, or you can still wait for this also, this cluster to happen, because they trapped it and clustered seller side entered, right? You just put your trade here somewhere, put sell, okay, put sell. So, and simply you're just seeing the order here till this, right? Easy money, guys. You got easy money. Like I said, right? Some people are trying to spike a little. This is just a point of 918 to 26. You don't need to fear this, because 300, 260, nobody is there, no seller is there here, but it's going down, means push. Put sellers are pushing this down. So I mean, I don't recommend if the candle finishes immediately you put it at, no, just see if it is going up there. Sometimes they might go there also. 10, 20 quantities are possible from here. So you see it touching there, going down, then you put your sell STP order, okay? So once you put your sell STP order here, what will happen? It will push your order and go down. So once it goes down, immediately you start seeing profit in your put sell. And like, see, now you got supporters. You made a decision here somewhere, you got supporters, right? And what happens? These people are trying to push a little. Some buyers were here trying to push, but miserably failed, right? Miserably failed. So there is nobody here, and sudden jump happened. Maybe HFT people are creating this gap. These gaps are basically nothing but when the price, nobody is there. This is why this jump happened. No people are putting this order. These buyers were their limit orders. They did the job but couldn't able to do it. They ran away. I don't know. Maybe 500 quantities are here, 600 quantities are here. That's it. It got executed. Some spike happened. Over. So that's the reason this sudden jump happened, because nobody's here. So when no one is doing anything, why you will want to participate? So you just hold your order and sit. I mean, you took it here somewhere, right? Put sell. I'm saying put sell. So if you want, I can make also call side also. That's not an issue. But analysis will be the same. And deliberately, I'm not changing the chart. I'm just keeping the same chart to tell the same story. What I keep repeating. The same strategy. You don't need to search for strategy after strategy. One strategy will make you money. That is breakout, breakdown, or reversal, right? So like I said, this is a gap, and you might have heard about a concept called fair value gap, right? I'll cover that. Okay, why it is happening, and how it getting filled, and all those stories are there. So there is a gap, no issue. But you saw some seller and you entered right here somewhere, and exit. Now the exit is this. So you got a good money in the sense 900, and it came around 829, 70, 80 points you got. So when do you think you'll exit? You'll exit here, because when the candle, of course, it kind of goes there, but couldn't able to. I think somebody also bought here somewhere. Maybe it kind of directly fell here, right, low, and then closes here. So by the time it was falling, some people are trying to enter here, right here, but they're not that big guys. But at least they're taking interest in the market, that but they have to trap the sellers, right? So it has to touch the low and then go up, right? So it closes here, right? The candle closes here somewhere, right? So you saw this force comes in with good cluster, you are out somewhere here, you'll be out. So you entered 905, you are out at 840 something, right? 60 70 points you got here, maybe. Yeah, it's a good 50 60 points you got. And that's it. I think you just wait, because there is a gap, fair value gap, and I'll talk about little about fair value gap. If you want, I can make a separate video on this, but let me give you a brief on this. So why the gap occurs? The simple thing is, there is no high end understanding you need to have. It's a simple thing. Nobody is there in the market to do any buy sell. That's the reason the gap happens. People are interested to do something in this range, not in this range at this moment. I mean, during the 935 to 940 time zone, time range, people are not interested to participate in this range. That's the reason the gap happens. And the gap will happen because the price was there, nobody is there, so the price will jump. Who is making the jump? Orders are there, so naturally it will go for execution. Market is not an ideal thing. It will always try to participate. So wherever it finds the order, it will go for hunt. And you can call it like it is a strategy of I know HFT farm. That's the nature of market, right? It's the crowd's intelligence, right? Their algos are there, normal people are there, retailers are there, everybody is there. Either through manual, their brain is working in some understanding, or it is like it's a nature, right? When everybody try to put a price on something, so some changes will happen in a random way, and that is how the market is. Market is random. So that's the reason the price jumped, because no one is there to participate, and people are waiting here, with limit orders, of call limit orders, like put buy limit orders, not call. Buy, I mean, when it is a buy, I used to say call, but it's a put buy orders, right? Buy orders are here. That's the reason it jumped. And your safe exit is this: when you see this cluster is forming red, there is a chance that price will either time pass here, so you'll exit. Okay, that's one way. Okay, now otherwise you can 90% of your quantity, if you entered with a big quantity, 90% of quantity you can exit, maybe 95 also, and 5% you see what is going on, just make it. And you see another range happen, it again goes back, so you again exit your same price, same quantity at this price. And now you see this this group of people are getting trapped, because some force is happening. So there is a force, you realize the first iteration of force you realized. Then by the time it did this kind of drama here, and when it goes down, right here, already you see another group, there is also a force. So it's a clear thing that market, this kind of slippage happen because some People, those are very conservative, they wanted to buy at low, so they put their order 600, 600 orders a year, 630 orders a year, 270 orders a year. So why? Because they were conservative, they wanted the market to come down and then they'll buy, and it is exactly coming to this zone because these orders are there. Otherwise, if they have one or two lots, one two quantity, I don't think it's difficult to come, right? The market may not come also because they are good quantity, 100, 200, 300, 500 quantities. That's the reason the market is coming here and then again going back, taking these orders, right? These are sell orders, so there must be buy orders, same quantities, that's the transaction happened. Okay, so so this is the place where you see, right, the put is over, I mean the put selling is over, right? In Hindi, my Hindi video I told where exactly the call sell was over, call buying started, right? So it's the same thing, put selling is over. So to be honest, right, to be honest with you, if I say you don't need to look at the index just for a reference, you just need to look at the option chart, and the option chart is giving exactly the same thing, and you're finally buying option, right? Yes, whenever there is a confusion, you can take a reference from index, but actually you are trading options, you can directly look at the option chart, what is activity going on, right? Same things works. So you see the cluster here, cluster is getting wiped out. Like wiped out means sellers are trapped, put sellers. You see blue started, right? These people getting trapped, blue enter. So you know that okay, the buying force is ready. So I should not hold to my put sell. And then again it is not breaking this, it is not coming to this, right? Again the buyers, huge buyers are pushing here. So these orders are also getting executed by the limit buyers. So what happens like this, right? The buyer will be coming here, then our back to back buy orders will be here, right? So again it will be here. So that's it. That is why it is not coming back. There is a batch of orders here. So the people are selling, all are getting filled up, and that's the reason it's not going down. There are no more sellers. Whatever sellers are interested, they got filled up. So that's the reason it doesn't go down. So whenever you see the higher high, higher low concept works because of this reason. It started making the highs, right? Higher highs. So these higher highs are the common thing what people say why higher highs are happening. That's the reason is there is a good amount of order protecting that price, and it is accepting all the market sellers and it is getting filled. That's the reason the price is not going down. And then once the price is not going down, you have to just wait and see who are the real buyers coming. You see, real buyers are coming. These are all market buyers, and this aggressive buyers or market buyers will be taking the price up. So when you see this, you enter this blue you saw, you enter a put to buy. Okay, you enter a put buy. So you just enter put buy, and so see wherever you see a good sellers are entering, this series of blues are getting trapped, red is getting firm, you're out. You'll be out here, somewhere here you'll be out. So you entered here 850, you'll be out at this 888. Okay, now you say I don't understand why how the red blue. You simply wait one yellow form, that's the signal alert, you should be alert now. You saw somebody put a 3000 order of buy, it's a good quantity. Okay, now 98% chance that these people will push it back, right? So I don't want your profit, you should miss your profit. You have entered here at 850 or 849, whatever price it is, somewhere here, and you get out at 883, 30 points you got, simple. So it is how, that is how it will be. Okay, now what is happening, you see there are good buyers, right? You see 2000, 1000. So and you say maintenance is happening, it's maintaining the higher high. So somewhere here always at a lower side you can put your limit order. So here if you want to participate this kind of confusing rally, it's not very straight spiked up and making money, you're just going slowly, and it might confuse you that with these red orders, right? These are a lot of sellers, but you have to also check the price not breaking. So the wise thing here is not clear breakout. So if you want to participate where there is no clear breakout, you should always put your limit orders at the lower side. That's a tip I am giving. Okay, but why you'll do that? Because already this candle broke, this zone is broken. Now whatever it will do, it will just come for your order, take your order and go, come and take your order, go, come and take your order and go, like that. So you put your order at the lower areas so that you get a best price. Otherwise, what will happen? If you buy on somewhere on the high, obviously it will go in your side, but from 9 to 70, 30, 40 points, it will show you loss. And that is where you will damage your psychology. That is the way of placing order has a high importance, which nobody is talking, right? Placing order plays a major role. There is execution, because whatever you think, strategy plan, finally you have to execute. And the moment you execute, that is where the game changes. Now everything is not, I mean, nothing is in your control except the stop loss or plan to exit, right? The moment you put the order, it got executed, whether it is limit, stop, market, whatever order type it is. Nothing is in your control. You just have to watch your PNL or you watch the chart. That's it. And the more quantity, the more negative, the more fear, more anxiety will start in your mind. You will completely kill your psychology. You'll have a terrible psychology. So wise people, if you see there is no clear thing, you just put your limit order to get the best price in this kind of scenario where there is kind of zigzag is happening, not a clear shoot up is happening, right? So now here also you see order came here, grab liquidity, new order entered. So somewhere here I think is the best way to enter and a put to buy. And same way you saw some order executed, some seller back to back seller here enter, you exit here somewhere. So here to here also it will be a second trade, what I feel, right? 892 somewhere till 941. And you might ask me why you are giving the exact price. The exact price because I am seeing the number, na. I'm seeing the number. So the moment you see this good cluster, the price is coming down, we put a market order and exit. Otherwise, if you're a wise guy, you saw yellow, exit. So you'll get some money, definitely 890 and so 928. You got some money, 30 40 points you got. So that's how you can plan your trades, right? So now second thing, why again it is coming back here? Because there is a density. Some people are still waiting. Those who have missed this candle, they are waiting here. That's the reason it came here, right? And okay, one more thing. Now let's come back to the gap. So this gap happened. People say it'll come and fill up the gap. So it's not exactly the concept of coming back and filling the gap. The concept is like this. Okay, the concept is the market straight fall from here. So some sellers were again sitting here, and it's not that exactly sellers will be sitting here because it is somewhere in the mid, not at the edge of the top and bottom. It is somewhere in the mid. So what will happen usually is like this: some seller will be, maybe here it was, right, from here it fails, so some seller will be packing their order randomly. There will be 1,000 people in the market, right? From people are from the different kind of big institutes, retailers, HNIs, everybody will be there. So they put their orders here, right, somewhere. Nobody knows what is the price. You will know the price who is putting where after it executes. After this number is coming. So every time something happens, you'll see something here, right? So you see back to back green color and push back, you're out. And like I said, when you see a red, yellow, that's a probable point that you should be alert that I'm done. Once you see a high yellow line, you're out. At least in this kind of situation where it's slowly going up, not enough spike and giving you good money, right? So imagine the timings. It's almost, if you, let's say if you entered here and somebody is trying to hold and exit, it's like 9:55 you started and you keep on waiting till 9:56, and then 9:56 to 10:13, right? Let's say you exit somewhere here, one trade, or maybe you continue to hold. So usually you don't know, right? They might come back and come to this point also sometimes just to grab your order. Some more orders might sit here, right? The market came also. See what happened? The market came also. So the put side were completely on a sell side because of the Greeks things. The Greeks were high when the market suits up, and that's the reason they take advantage. But here you can see trade it without Greeks also, right? So if you take advantage of Greeks, it will be additional confirmation. But without Greeks also you can trade because you are seeing the real buying and selling quantities based on that you're trading. Okay, another thing is when you say confirmation, to observe the market there are different kind of principles, right? You see Volflow has its own principle, which is a kind of advanced version of a order flow, you can say, right? but with a different kind of algorithm, AI models, and different kind of charting. But it's kind of, that numbering. So you see the orders. Some people say RSI, EMA, let's say take another analysis, let's say Fibonacci, right? Somebody says support resistance. So these are all way of looking at the market. And some people say Greeks. I do Greeks trading. That is also another way of looking at market, right? Okay, let me tell you one more thing which nobody does. Most of the people, they don't do this. That's called DOM, DOM, right? Depth of market. I don't know in India people are doing that or not. Depth of market is another way where you can see. So these are all fundamentals we are missing. People are not teaching you. That is how the trading happens. It's not like you learn what is called put, candlestick, open high, low close, EMA that will make you money. That will never make you money. You just have to come. And this is one of the advanced concepts which I'm giving you the knowledge free of cost. Okay. And like I said, depth of market, it's another advanced concept based on this principle. The only difference is what you see here, what has happened in the market, and what can happen in the future. That is down, right? So the market has two modes, right? One is what has happened and what can happen, right? So this is based on real price action and the people who are participating. Even the price action that only talks about price, but here you see both the concept blended together, price action plus the Volflow concept, right? So that's give you an extra edge on top of price action traders. Let's say you might meet a lot of people saying, hey, what kind of trading you do? He said, I follow price action trading. I do price action. But if you're a Volflow trader, you got an edge because you have price action inbuilt. Inbuilt in the sense you see, there is price action only. The price is not breaking this, that is price action. And you plan your exact entry looking at these colors. Okay. You saw yellow, you are out. That's the thing. So people say, hey, where should I plan my exit? This is where you should plan your exit. Okay. And you should not be rigid to keep it, because what if it comes again back here? It will break your psychology because you entered somewhere here, it going here. Why you want to keep your PNL red and keep frustrated? And some people keep on averaging. What if it again shoot little more? You don't know what orders are here. So unless you see that confirmation, the confirmation is this kind of things. This cluster stereo confirmations. So it's a real confirmation instantaneously you get, which no indicator can give you. The Norman open, high, low, close also cannot give you. You cannot get an exact price entry or a best value. Okay. Imagine you put your limit order, let's say in the yellow line. This candle completes and you put a order here. Okay. That's a buy stop order. Why? Because the price were here, it closes below this. Now you are saying, when the price shoots up, my order will be hit. You are right. Now, from here to here, it never came back. It just jumped. Suddenly it went. So imagine it will take your order and go. So that is where you see very less time your PNL is red. Very less time. Okay. So that is where it will get you confidence, and that will build your psychology. And psychology has a major role, as you know. And your wrong trading practices, your wrong trading style can ruin your psychology in long run, and you'll never say that okay, the market is a place to make money. It's just all gambling, all kind of this kind of mentality will grow once you been into a wrong trading style. That is because of your mindset or because of people teaching you wrong trading methods. You'll completely ruin your psychology, and you'll not have any hope from the market. And in your mind you'll build up a notion around market, these are all gambling and people are just ruining money, there is no way to you can make money. So that kind of mindset will build up because you're doing a wrong way of trading, wrong style you're following, or wrong strategy you're following. That doesn't work. Okay. So there is no chart pattern, guys. This is no chart pattern, it's just breakouts. Okay, this broke. I mean, simple funda, right? I told something has to break. This is a zone. Broke, right? You waited, Aram. Say you wait for patiently you wait. It came back. You saw a spike, you enter here. Simple. And when to exit, just hold on till it touches some zone. This is a zone. Yellow line, this yellow line. It touches this yellow line, you exit. Simple. You entered somewhere here, you break the zone, you enter here, you exit here. 918, you got a trade. 870 to 918, guys. 50 points. And I must tell you one thing. When you see this, right, this yellow line, you can straight away put your target. You know, let's say you buy, put to buy, you put sell order, you put a target in the broker itself. That has an extra edge if you do that. Why? Because there is a order setting. When you see people, your order is setting, people will also put order your nearby. So algo will go and hunt. So your target will be hit for sure. Same way, if you put a stop loss will hit. So my way of teaching is don't put stop loss, put targets. Why you don't need to put stop loss? Because you have entered the best value already. Okay. Provided you are managing your quantity accordingly. I'm not saying you should not put stop loss, but sometimes you have to put stop loss depending on the conditions you are entering. Conditions matters. And that will come by experience, or I mean, you have done a deep research, you look at these charts every day, and then you will be confident what to do. Because I have traded many places where I don't put stop loss. It comes and hunt, I put a buy order now here. I know it's spike up, I put a buy order. So where it has all grabbed your stop losses here. Okay, it grabbed all your buy orders. These buy orders are nothing but stop losses. This order get executed over, right? So that's how. So you put a sell order, some guy will take you. You put a buy order, it will be executed here and you'll make money, right? So if you put an order here, it will see and hunt. So nobody has put an order here, that's the reason here it doesn't come here, right? So if you try to put a 10-20 lots here, it will come easily and hit, right? That's how it is. And if it hits and go below, because you put an order, some people will put also below this, what will happen? You will not get a best value, your PNL will be red, your psychology will be ruined, right? So that's the story, guys. And so put it kind of went high up to this 946 on that day, and then again it's kind of double top concept. You see it kind of rejected here, so there is some people sitting here, so you just wait and observe what happens here again. If you want to again participate in put selling, you can wait and observe at this point. Again, this point has to retest. This is a retest, rejection, right? Little rejection happened. This candle almost over. I told it will not take much time. If the candle closes here 100 ticks, just have to see what next 100 ticks is doing. It's a clear cut trade, guys. See, there's a big candle, very big candle of range. How much? 83 points. This candle has traveled by spending only 100 ticks in the seller side, right? And even see the buyer side is low. So you can see clearly when sellers are more than buyer, but the volume is less. This is the point, guys, I want to make. I was actually searching for a classic example to highlight you. Look at the beauty of this number. Okay, there are 100 seller ticks, less buyers, but buyers having doing less transactions, but they are more in numbers. The transactions are high valued than these people. So this is an example I'm giving. Okay, so let's say I'm giving you money, okay, 100 times, but every time I give you money, I'll give you only 1 rupees. Okay, so I give you 100 rupees by giving 1 rupee 100 times. But in other way, I gave you only 5 times money, but each time I gave you 20 rupees. So that is why. So here why the candle went up, because the value you got is more in less number of times, right? So that is how you understand this. And it's got a big candle. Obviously the market is not in a good mood to, is same point again. It's the same point. 957 was the high, right? 957. So around that. So when you see that point again, rejection happened. These people are jammed, and from this. So you saw red, red, red. Here you enter. This is your next put sell entry on 920, 926 around this. Okay. So and that trade went here, and there is also yellow line. So looking at previous yellow line in the same area, that's your dynamic support for put buyers. Support is not a real support, but it gives you a spike. So if you are afraid of the spike, you can exit. You entered somewhere here, it exited here. Then what happened? It kind of went up, so you put a sell stop order here. Whenever it goes and come hit here, my order will be executed. You put a sell stop here, sell stop. That means when the price cross it from the up to down, your order will be hit, and you can ride the rally. Why you ride the rally? Because nobody is crossing the high, so you just keep on waiting, waiting, waiting. You can also do pyramiding. Pyramiding is basically, yesterday I was teaching, right? When you do a buying or selling, you add more quantity. That's pyramiding, right? It's called pyramiding. I can make a big video on that, on 20 minutes video on pyramiding. So these kind of concept, if you're listening for the first time, FBZ, pyramiding, okay, fair value grab, why the gaps happen, these kind of questions you ask, it'll be an encourage for me to make videos on this, because these are all high level concepts what people don't explain, even they don't understand. They don't understand how it works. Okay, I have done a deep research because I made this product. That's the reason I know how this works. Okay, so if you want to understand these concepts, you can drop and comment that I want to understand this concept. So I'll make video dedicatedly on that. So now see, again, let's come back, right? It's not breaking the high. So simple, you know, same concept of lower highs continues, and I mean, if you look at this side is lower low. Okay, if you look at the bottom of the candle, there is lower low. Lower low continues, and you keep playing the lower low, keep playing it, keep playing it. So unless it breaks, so even here also, nobody's interested. I usually when there is a gap down, people do reverse, okay, because they want to hit the bigger part of it, whatever it is, right, volatility part of it, and also they want to push it back. So that is where always the opposite side, a gap up, opposite side, will most of the time you'll get the benefit. I'm not saying blindly you play, but look at the chart and play. Look at the chart, and these charts which give you value. Okay. Again, you saw this during time of 11:33 to 12 o'clock. This 30 minutes just done nothing, just past time. So this is where it was doing accumulations, right? Same way it was doing accumulations on a call side. So that's the place where what will happen is, call and put both selling will make you some money, at this point, I guess. This is June where both call and put sell. Okay, that time call was doing up, I think, I guess till 12 or 12:30 the call was went up. So yeah, so somewhere here, if I mean both sell gives you money actually, but less in number, but you will make money if you do both selling at this point. Anyways, I mean, I say you play a simple option directly because you have numbers. You don't do follow any complex strategy and keep managing those strategies and fall into traps. So that's also, that will that will not give you a clear thing. If you are selling both, you may not get benefit also, because the option price are quite high. So simply if you sell here, you'll see, because you're seeing the money, I mean volume here, right? People are participating, that is where you sell. And options, it is quite easy to make 30-40 points multiple times, not just one time, multiple times. I showed here, right? I showed here, you make money, you made money here if you participate, you keep on. This is a clear thing, guys. Nothing breaks. So you just keep waiting, 100 ticks, you keep waiting, you make money after that. So you don't have to do anything. You can add more quantity, like you saw here. This is the yellow line, people are trying to push, they got trapped, new seller entered, this candle also closed, 100 ticks is passed here. Imagine, around 262 seconds it passed here, the same small thing, right? What is doing? Just trapping these wires. So simple, red, here you enter again, right? And you can sit here. Here you don't do anything. Only new beginners will do mistake, call put, thinking it will go back, but what happened? Nothing happens. So here even I don't recommend to buy, because big people are sitting here. I'll not get much. Anytime they can make me down, and if I average here somewhere, I'll break. I mean, I'll book huge loss. So that's the reason you should not average here. When you see the close cluster, a lot of orders as anyway it will act as a resistance. Here again it acted as a resistance. It again come back unless it clearly break. Here it's a point. Here you can try an entry, put here you can try one here. So when you see it is continuously breaking it, right? Here once you saw this, then only you plan. Otherwise it's just slow, and this thing, it will not make you anything. This is where you can make. And again it fell because there are a lot of buying happened. Somewhere it has to take support, right? And again, high break is important. Whenever you want to plan the buy, you have to always see the previous candle high should break. What happened? Here is the candle, the previous high broke here, you entered again here, right? Here you make some money. Okay, here you made some money. and I think it went up to 883, but I don't think it met the morning price. It was much high. So don't expect, you don't need to wait till some number. You have to just see. Whenever you see some break happen, this break, now there is no more chance. Now you should plan very less quantity if you are playing upside, and any moment it can turn back. So that's what happened here. Whenever it broke this, right, this level, this candle is your warning candle. Yeah, this is color also red, but doesn't matter because it is difficult to break this, right? So that is where you have to understand, whenever it is falling, people will hold it here because there are back to back yellow lines in a sync. Some people putting order here, some order here, some order here. That's the reason it came back. Okay, so but it is difficult to come back here because the next yellow is very low. So and the candle closes are here, so that is also it will come back here and again go back. So but at least you got a sign that okay, sellers are now interested in the market. This candle gives you the sign. So now any better value of selling is this zone. Anybody who is selling the again put selling here is a good guy, but you should not never sell below this. In terms of limit orders, you can do stop orders, but not at the limit order at this area. Always you sell here as a limit order. So limit seller sells, put seller order will be executed, and he just hold the trade. You have to just hold, and it will come to this place, right? Okay, it took support here, but again towards the end it came. But anyways, I mean, whenever you see this kind of zigzag happen, you just not take out your trade because it's kind of doing time pass and not give you. So it's already 3 p.m. by now. So that's how it is, guys. I mean, one or two trades will finish by 11:30, and then 1:30. Post 1 o'clock you will only participate. That is 1 o'clock is somewhere here, right? 1:30. Post 1, that's where you got to put trade here somewhere, or maybe the second one here. This one, yeah, this one is a good trade. It has to break something. Okay, another point is I opened a 100 tick chart. Usually with the option you have to make it 200. Okay, let's see how it looks in 200. Okay, so 200 is a good thing because you saw a resistance here. Any candle that break, this candle you break, leave it, don't participate here, just let it break. You just have to wait 200 ticks, that is 199. Because of slippage, one tick will be here and there. Okay, so now see, bunch of cluster, wherever you see bunch of cluster, price break above, you enter. Full quantity you enter because you know good quantity you can enter. Look at this quantity, 4,000, 3,000. So you can put 900 quantities, no issue here, because I already see good heavy people are doing this back to back green with heavy quantity. So and till what you wait, this high, this candle high, this range. So here exact price I'm telling, 700 you enter, 770, 900 quantities you exit, 799, 770, 99 or 800, this 30 points. Calculate the money, 900 quantities, 30 points. A limit order you can put here, exact limit orders. Okay, but sometimes what will happen, if you have to see this first, right? So this point will be visited again and again. The moment this trade is already over, the candle breaks, here you place somewhere. Buy stop is good idea. All the batch is over, put one or tick two labels. These are labels, right? This label you leave, this label you put exactly here. Or the best price is above this, above the yellow, just above the yellow you put your order, and don't put stop loss, just leave it. What time you'll exit? Simple here. Okay, well, your first target is here. First target is here because this candle is forming. So here means somewhere here, sellers. Okay, so sellers will be interested here somewhere, or you can put high also, no issue. But this slippage happens, so you'll again afraid because you started here, slippage came here, so you'll be say, oh, I just made, I was in a 20-30k profit here, and here by the time it reaches here I have only 3k 4k left, so he'll be frustrated. So that's the reason, when it touches the candle finishes, you get out, full get out, and then wait. Even this candle is saving, if you put another 900 quantity, by the time it's coming, it will again come to this place for take you'll have zeros here. Okay, that's how you put orders. Okay, so and again, this is where your position sizing comes. I mean, clear trade, this is clear, na? You saw how clear the cluster got jammed. What else you want, guys? Tell me. What else you want? You saw these people trapped, blue started, you put your massive order, whatever, but don't put heavy massive, just don't go below, above these numbers, just put it. I mean, my suggestion would be anyone taking heavy quantity, just 900 you do, don't put much more than that. Okay, 900 you put, so that it'll be symmetric to these numbers. Okay, and it will go in direction, but the problem is the moment it goes, you have a lot of quantity. Suppose somebody is putting 10,000 quantity, let's say, what will happen? Slightly it falls, it will be, your brain will be out, right? Will be so much in fear that you'll afraid to put 10,000 quantity, because this is, look at the price, it's not a price you play with 10,000 quantity as a retailer, it's a price of 770, right? Max you play 900 quantity and just makes your 30 points you are making. What else you want, right? 25,000 per day you'll be making if you play like this. All right guys, so, and yes, now you say what about this candle? Obviously you see red patch, all red, leave the zero, all red, above red, when you see blue patch, again you enter. Just wait, this kind of situation now, when you see candle go up, make a wick, obviously it has to come make a wick here, so you have to wait for the next candle to form. Just the moment even if you see a small wick, you see the first two green and a blue, you put your order, buy order, whatever quantity, market order also you can put, no issue. You put a market order here, okay, and you just wait. This is a seller's candle, so anyway seller has to complete 199 ticks, 200 ticks. You have to wait, you have to just see the number, you put a order, see the number. Okay, it broke this, the candle is not even completing that. So this is also one way of taking your target. You see this number, and the moment you see a wick is forming, one level, two level, three level, you see the first red, you see the second red, immediately you be ready with your exit button and press it when you see the first red, second red. Okay, the price is breaking here now. You saw first red color, second red, you just get out, simple. So somewhere here you enter 800, 803, 4, maybe the order got executed at 85, that's fine. You get out at 860, 55 points, 55 points. What else you want? Tell me. 55 points you, and clear strategy. I'm not telling EMA touch this, touch, no, exact entries I'm giving, exact entries. Okay, now the only thing who cannot make money with this is if he has not understood how to execute order, how to do order management, how to do psychology management, what is this color concept I'm explaining, he has not understood anything. Those people cannot make money. Okay, other guys will make good money, guys, every day, literally every day. Whenever you see a good movement, 300, 400 up down in the what do you say, in the any instrument, in a index, options, whatever it is, right? Okay, so I think I'm done for today. I think pretty good trades you have saw. The analysis were pretty exactly the same. I'm not teaching you new concept every day. Okay, obviously I can tell you the concepts, but the order way, the way you put order will remain the same. It's not that tomorrow I'll make a EMS strategy just to increase my views, right? Just to sell my courses. I don't have any course. Okay, this is the product. Anybody who is interested in the product, I'll be teaching him personally, giving him free training on this. Okay, and what else? I think that's it. I mean, you'll start making money after that, because these are all the numbers you're seeing, real numbers, right? Okay, so somebody can answer, right? This red candle happened, right? Red. So what I should do? Obviously previous had a spike, this will also spike. You wait, right? You wait the candle to complete. The candle complete somewhere over here, again red started. You wait and see whether it is breaking or not. Now see, more sellers are there. 31,000 seller, only 26,000 buyer, means 5,000 more sellers are there. Seller transactions are slightly higher, buyers are also there. It's not buyers have completely vanished. Oh, buyers are there. So silently the market is upside, silently. So whenever you see green here, you put your order, right? Make a market order of 900 quantities here. At least 100 quantities you do, 90 quantities, no issue, right? So that's how you play the game, guys. Okay. All right, so I think I'm good with this explanation. So this was the explanation in English. 51200PE, and let me know your comments, what do you think, and if you are liking the videos, put a like. That will kind of keep me motivated that you guys are learning. And also, if you find anybody who is in trouble, doesn't understand market, and is in loss, share them this video so that they'll know what works in market. These strategies, this thing doesn't work. They're all, time waste. It'll waste your time, ruin your psychology, ruin your money and time and effort, and at the end you'll lose hope in life also. Okay, people are in serious financial losses, they lose hope from life. So at least, even if you don't trade, no problem, but just spread the truth. And I think it will be a noble work if you spread the truth, because 90% of Indians are in loss. People have lost so much money you cannot even imagine. And there is another kind of people making money through courses, having lavish lifestyle, and ruining some people's career, their financial career. They're completely ruined by people are selling, taking loans and trading. All these things are happening. So never ever do this kind of thing, guys, and just share this video to them so that they'll at least know how market works, and they can plan accordingly if they are interested in trading and anything, right? All right, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see. We'll make a couple of more videos on different other concepts, let's say value gaps, right? And I'll also teach some of the other insights are there. These yellow lines will shift, card shift, we called point of control, park and card shift. Those concepts are there. Even I am trying to push that also in the product itself, so that from the single number you can plan your trade. Even I made it very easy. I made it already easy. Just tell me if this concept I'm teaching you, am I changing my theories or philosophies and training you new things, or from last 3-4 videos whatever I published, I'm again and again telling the same thing? Just tell me in the comment, guys, honestly. Okay, I mean, I don't want to teach you 100 different things and confuse. It's the same thing what works in the market. I want to tell you that. Okay, guys, thank you very much. See you. I'll come up with some more videos on English. Okay, thank you.